Hello, it's Andy from Email Love, and today we are going to build a responsive email inside of Figma and export it to a marketing automation platform called BlueShift. So to begin this process, we will start off in Figma, and I'll show you how to build an email from scratch using your Figma components. So these are all Email Love components. This is our out-of-the-box library. This file is available if you want to duplicate it and use it yourself. You can very easily customize these components for your own brand. They are also available inside of the plugin itself. And so to build an email, you simply click on the little plus icon here. That creates a frame. The frame name is what will get exported into BlueShift. So let's just update that. Okay, so that's what we're going to see in BlueShift when we export it. And then we can either access the components from the Figma asset library on the left-hand panel over here. So these are all Figma components, and I can select a component, generate an instance, and then drag it into my frame. I can also go through the plugin and I can actually save my customized components directly in here. Or I can also generate our out-of-the-box components directly from the plugin as well. So I'm going to add a couple of components. And it's worth noting that this is like an email builder inside of Figma. So you're not just designing the email, you're also adding the links, adding any dynamic content, adding the image, alt text. So basically everything that you would do in the drag and drop tool is now done inside of Figma using Email Love. Okay, so I'm just going to add a few different components here just to show you how that could look. I'm going to add a footer. We will merge in the footer unsubscribe link. So if you are sending a marketing email, that unsubscribe link for BlueShift will be merged in here. And if we select the image, we can obviously switch out this image if we want, but we can also select the image, and then in the properties tab of the plugin, we can add the image URL, the alt text. We can also override the image source if we want to merge in content from movable ink or nifty images or a countdown timer or things like that as well. Same thing if you select the button, you can, in the properties tab, add the button URL. And all of the text and everything's just visually updated. Let's just add someone's first name in here as an example. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I'm going to preview the message directly in Figma so I can see it on a desktop. I can also preview it on a mobile device, and you can see here in the preview, it uses MJML to generate this code. So it's all accessible and responsive natively. We can also check it out in dark mode. Looking very good. And in the appearance tab, we can somewhat customize these light themes and dark mode themes as well. So the dark mode, we can customize how it's going to render on iOS devices. And we can also set global Google fonts and fallback web-safe fonts as well. If there was something on mobile rendering that you wanted to change, you can also select any element within the email and go into mobile styles, and you can hide it on mobile, hide it on desktop, change the padding. If it's text, you can increase or decrease the font size, the line height, the alignment. So it's quite comprehensive in terms of how you can customize your design. But I won't get into too much detail on that. Let's say that we are happy with this email and we want to export it to BlueShift. We're going to head over to the export page of the plugin. We will find BlueShift from the export dropdown, and then we will click on Change API Key. And at this point, we need to jump into BlueShift where we can grab that API key, and then we also need to make sure that we select the correct region for that API. So I'm going to jump into BlueShift, and to get to the API, you would go into the account settings and then go into API keys, click on the user API key, and then copy that to your clipboard. And then if we jump back into Figma, you'll see that we can easily paste this API key in here. We can give it a name. So if you have more than one customer using BlueShift or more than one brand using BlueShift and you have multiple API keys, you can obviously name these accordingly. Our API is using the US region. And then you click on Set API Key. And then all you have to do at this point is select the template and then click on the blue export button. The images will be hosted and the HTML will be generated and uploaded into our BlueShift account. So let's jump back into BlueShift, and that should be fairly instantaneous. So if we go into the templates section of BlueShift and then email templates, you can see at the very top here, my template has been added. It's HTML text, it's responsive, and you can see it's been nicely added, and I can obviously preview that on a desktop or mobile, send myself a test, which I did earlier, and obviously test that any personalization or merge tags are working correctly. So that is pretty much the process. It's very quick and easy. And if you are using Figma to design emails for BlueShift, this could be a huge time saver. So rather than designing in Figma and then rebuilding inside the drag and drop tool inside of BlueShift, the Email of Figma plugin is a very good alternative method of generating responsive HTML directly from your Figma file. So hopefully that helps and explains how to connect Figma and EmailLove to your BlueShift account. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the comments, join our Discord community, or reach out to our support team at support@emaillove.com. Hope that helps. Have a great day. Thanks.